Start recording. So we're recording.
We're live.
We're live. We're fucking live. There's one camera. You saw the other one.
Yeah. Are you like trying to do like an intro, or like every time you record, you have an intro?
Not yet. I mean,
You
what's
always
up, everybody? Ultra out here. Got my friend Romo, Alex Romo.
Alex Romo. Hi, how's it going? Glad to be here.
Alex Romo is my friend from way back in the day.
I got introduced to this guy through Oscar, or was it Andrew Zubia?
Oscar. Andrew Zubia.
One of those dudes was like, "Hey man."
They were skaters, right?
Yeah.
Were we already skating?
Yeah,
Or
I was
is-
definitely already skating.
Is this 6th grade or 7th grade?
Probably transition between from 6th to 7th or something like that.
I think I saw you around. I saw you around in
Yeah,
6th grade.
definitely.
You were
Physical education.
Yeah, LA Unified School District.
For those that don't
The
know,
best education out
if you're
there.
just tuning in.
If you're just tuning in, send your kids to LA Unified School District. No, just kidding. Don't
Yeah,
do
don't
that.
do that.
If you don't have to,
If you don't love your kids, maybe consider that.
if you don't love your kids, if you want to like season them with like a rough
It's like-
teenage.
It's like the
Teenage
opposite. The opposite of what a millennial is. That's who we are.
Yeah, this
Because
was in
of
the
our
90s,
upbringing,
mid 90s, dude.
very abrasive learning experience.
There were still cholos in junior high.
People
Remember
still
that?
wore Nike
Cortez.
Cortez as like a normal attire.
It was still a thing, and what else could we say on that? Like there was actual gangbanging.
My elementary school, you were not allowed to have a Chicago Bulls jacket or a
Red?
Raiders.
Really?
You couldn't wear a Raiders starter jacket. And then I remember people got called out of class, and then they came back, like their patches were like ripped off.
Really?
And they said, yeah.
So they made them either take it off, turn it inside out,
Or not wear it.
or not wear it.
Yeah. And then people was like, well, that's my only jacket. I'm like, oh,
It's
tough
cold.
shit. Yeah, whatever.
Wow.
Good times.
Yeah, I definitely miss school, man. And I told the story before on my Instagram, but I'll say it again right here. I was about 7 or 8 years old, and I went to this elementary school that's like down the street. And on Melanie.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of don't want to weigh like my coordinates where I live, but
Then you could cut that out.
no, it's okay. It's fine. It's just a school down the street,
Okay.
and it was a rainy day, and I'm sure you could hear that bird like loud and clear.
It'll catch it on this guy.
The zoom will catch it. It'll zoom in on it.
The camera is like, it's
It'll be
listing.
fine.
It's listing.
So oh shit! I just
So rainy day at O'Malgany, or rainy
so
day
rainy,
at the,
super rainy day, like legitimate rainy day, pupil free day. So typically, when it's rainy, you don't really see people hanging out. Like people drop off their kid, or they go inside. Right? They go like kids would go inside straight to the classroom or wherever they went. So, my mom walked me to school rushing. Like it was when she was on the bus. She was working not too far away, maybe 30-minute bus ride.
Yeah.
But she dropped me off, dude. She walked me to school, like not like all the way to school, but like to the corner. Then I'm supposed to walk the rest of the way. And it was raining, and then the gates were locked.
It was a people free day.
It was a people-free day, some kind of holiday. I don't
You're like,
remember.
What the hell do I do?
Yeah, it was like, oh man, I gotta walk
Do I
back.
wait here and wait for my mom
Yeah,
to pick me up at 3?
So then what happened is this car pulls up, and the window opens. The crank windows.
Oh.
Back in the 90s, everyone had crank windows. And kids don't know what crank windows are now, right? Like, what's a crank? Like, you do this move.
What's a crank window? What's a floppy disk?
If somebody does this move,
What's a flip phone?
nobody's gonna know what that means.
Yeah.
So this person offered me a ride home, and I thought it was a stranger. I was like, okay, yeah, sure. Great idea, right? Hop in the car, told her where I lived.
Hey, kid, you want some candy? Like, oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, give me some candy. Some Twizzlers.
Yeah. What you got here?
My favorite are Reese's Cups.
An unwrapped Reese's cup. Getting to you barehanded.
Barehanded. No package
No
inside.
tissue, yeah.
Just trust that it was never opened.
So this random ass car rolled up, rolled the window, and they were like,
And I got a ride home.
just a random ass car.
Just a random.
a good Samaritan.
A good Samaritan. But you know what?
It turns out, because I'm 33 now, and I told this story to my mom
Like a year ago.
and she told me, hey, it wasn't a complete stranger. This person actually knew you. Like, she knew who you were because this person has
Babysat you like a few times, like 2 or 3 times.
Oh, that's so cool.
So it was a neighbor lady, like from around the block. But as a kid,
I thought it was a stranger.
Yeah.
So I trusted this stranger in my head, but it turns out, coincidentally, it was kind of like somebody.
Someone acquaintance.
Like, it was an
family.
acquaintance
from the neighborhood. It wasn't like a complete stranger.
Ooh.
So that's
it's
reassuring.
Like mid-20s female or something. Very.
You know what?
inviting.
I just remember it was a white lady. It was a white lady, blonde, I think, but I don't remember her age. I just remember, just like.
But I did hesitate
You
though.
could have been kidnapped.
I could have been kidnapped. I did hesitate, but I feel like I've been kind of
Yeah.
like high risk,
Since a young age.
high risk, low reward.
Yeah, you're a thrill seeker. You're a adrenaline junkie.
Well, fuck it. They always say like don't hop in strangers, but like
It's raining.
Yeah.
I think I'll roll the dice on this one.
What's the worst that can happen? I'll be tied up, but I'll be
tied up, but I'll be
Dry. My feet won't be wet.
I'll be warm.
I won't have like those things you get on your feet from walking a
dude,
lot
like
with
the-
wet feet.
Those
What's that word? Lizard skin or
Just-
you won't have prune
prune.
feet?
Like
Prune feet
Raisin,
from like
raisin toes.
raisin toes from like being in the pool all day.
That's funny, dude. One of the stories I have similar to that one is like, I was sick in elementary school, right there on Telfair,
Telfair Elementary.
and they're like, "Sit down. We're gonna contact someone to come pick you up." And
How sick were you? For it to be that
sick,
bad.
Sick enough for me to go to the. I think I had like strep throat or something. Like I couldn't. I don't know. And then they're like, "We're gonna call your grandma or someone to come pick you up. Whoever's on your profile sheet." Cool.
Your emergency card.
Yeah.
Your yellow card.
The hard card. And then they called. No answer. No answer. No answer. And dude, they're like, "We'll be right back. We're trying to get a hold of somebody." No
What?
answer. No answer. And then I just got up and left, dude.
What? And where were you at the front office? The nurse's
front
office?
Like I got up casually, like I just got up, walked out.
Walked
and
it off.
As soon as I got to the sidewalk, I just dashed home, and I only live like 3 blocks from the school.
Really?
And I get to the house, to the phone ringing. This is back when you had a wall phone with the
Oh,
cable.
yeah, with the long.
So like the
curly
window
cable.
crank, like this is definitely the wall phone. Like, so
The wall phone.
it's ringing.
Did you have a crank on your wall phone?
On the crank on the-
So you guys had upgrades.
Those are the Navy. The cranks are.
Oh,
on the
yeah?
phones are the Navy. We'll get to
Those
that
are
in a
so
minute.
cool, man.
Those are so cool.
Navy talk later.
So, and then I called, or I picked up the phone, and it was the lady nurse, like, trying to call somebody at the house.
Oh.
And she's like, "What happened? Is this Alex?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" "Oh, you disappeared. We were trying to find you. Where the hell did you go?" I'm like, "I'm at home." "Okay, stay there." I'm like, "That's my plan." Okay. They act, dude. They sounded
They
like
thought they were gonna be responsible for kidnapped boy.
So
She really got scared.
I answered the phone. It got like super crazy and then kind of calming. And then towards the end, she's like, "Okay, stick around. You shouldn't have done that." Blah blah blah. I'm like, "I'm gonna watch some TV and I'm gonna hang up." And yeah,
What
like,
age were you? 8, 7, 6?
probably between 3rd and 4th grade or something. Like, again, you don't know the right from wrong.
So you were wow.
Like I'm just trying to go home. And
So you were like 7 or
chill.
8.
I do
9
remember
maybe.
looking at the concrete floor
8 or
and
9.
like doing like power walking. I don't know. That's like one of the early memories of
But
that
you
situation.
kind of the adrenaline kind of got you to just run.
just keep like.
I mean, you were sick and then you just ran. You ran home.
I'm like, I'm not gonna stick around and walk. It's painful. I want to go home, get inside, take my backpack off because my backpack weighed like 2 metric tons.
Wow.
So yeah, like
Dude.
from a young age, we were thrill seekers, adrenaline
Thrill
junkies.
seekers, dude.
Hell yeah. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's that. And then I guess to kind of like piggyback off of that story, the crank on the phone.
Yeah, the crank on the phone.
They're
Those are
called
cool.
growlers. So these guys are like multi-station. You pick it up, and it's like a 2JV circuit, engineering circuit. So as soon as you talk into it, there's a loudspeaker and maneuvering. It's like a little cubicle where they control like the reactor, the throttle, and other stuff.
It's like a special room.
Yeah, in the engineering space of the submarine, like the engine room, really.
Okay, just to give some background. Alex was in the submarine for 4 years, 3 years.
Yeah, 4 years. So
4 years. What span? What
Total-
year?
total
What
serv-
generation?
yeah, total service was like from 2010 to 2015, so 5 years. But one of the year was in a tech school in Connecticut.
Oh,
Spent
that was
a
like the
whole-
first
whole
year.
year there. Yeah,
Just learning to know
yeah.
what
it's
the heck
like
you're gonna be doing.
crazy
So you-
though, cause like get up at like 6 o'clock, drink coffee, and then hit the door, and like you're in class sitting down 7 o'clock.
But in your seat,
Yeah, and if it's 7:01, they was like we're.
you get.
It's like it doesn't matter if you're a minute late or an hour late. Like you're still disciplined.
You're
for
late.
that.
Late is late.
Yeah, and then they mark down your lateness, your tardiness. And that's when
Wow.
they started saying early is on time is late, late is unheard of.
Early is on time, and late
Is unheard of.
is unheard of. Meaning, don't do that.
Yeah.
Never do that.
Early is on time is late, late is unheard of.
Oh, so they're saying don't be here. Don't shoot for 7. Shoot for 55 or 50.
Yeah, yeah,
Because if you aim for 7, you're late.
yeah. So I was
That's
there
so
for a
true.
year, dude, just like learning every day, learning
It's so true.
basic.
Especially in LA,
Submarine.
dude. Traffic. If you work anywhere that's farther than 3 blocks from your house,
You gotta plan for traffic.
You gotta give yourself like hours
Yeah,
or
dude.
at least
20-30
If
minutes.
you're trying to get to the other side of the valley by 7:30, you're leaving your house by 6:30.
6:30. That's
Oh, dude.
Dude,
it's
on
so
God.
bad.
On
So
God.
bad.
You got to. You don't want to have that card that's like the guy that's always late. Like that's like,
There's
it's always embarrassing
there's
to
always
come in
something
late.
in traffic, dude. Like,
and you know what?
yeah, dude.
Even if you're like going out, meeting some friends or on a date,
Like
Be early.
barely like the whole text,
the fucking mass bomb text to the group, like, hey, I hit some traffic. Like that shit doesn't work.
People are desensitized.
like
by
that shit doesn't work. It's like, oh, he's like, as soon as you send that, the whole group just says, oh, he's always late. Like you don't want to be that.
But if you're the group text guy and you're expected to be there and like you just go radio silent, that's even worse. And you know you're a no-show. You're like, oh, this guy, he thought his Tinder date was more important than hanging out with family. Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
What if it's a Tinder date though? Are you on time?
I fucking have no.
What's a good move?
I don't know anything about that, dude.
Yeah.
I have no experience with that. Like zero.
You know, honestly, like I got on Tinder, but I never got into it.
It's
You know
a-
why? Because it made me.
I don't know if Tinder is owned by Facebook.
I'm not on Facebook, but I never log in. Like, in fact, I don't even remember my login. Like it's been years. It's just me. Like
I know
think
Facebook
it's-
is cool, but I just don't use it.
But Tinder wanted me to log in through Facebook. So then it
Oh,
kind of
okay.
connects you through
Syncs
Facebook.
your
Or,
contacts.
yeah, some shit like. Or it's. I don't know. But that was
Become
like.
part of the
That was
algorithm.
years ago. Years ago when I tried Tinder.
I think I needed a good like for Tinder, you need a good headshot.
I've heard people say like, oh, dude, if you ever come on TV, if you're on the news, just screenshot that, and then that'll be your headshot. I'm like, whatever, dude.
Oh, if you ever come on TV.
Yeah, I'm like,
Oh.
let me know how it goes. 'cause,
Yeah, but what if you're having a bad hair day?
And they're interviewing you like, oh hey,
not a
like,
scientist?
dude, weren't you on the news like not that long ago? You were always on the news. This guy's always in front of cameras.
I just figured it out. Like,
There was one time, like a fire truck
Spanish?
by your house. There was a fire truck or a fire.
There was a murder in front of my
A
house.
murder.
Dude. This was like 3 p.m. School just let out. And we're talking like 8, 9, 10 years ago.
We should do a close up on this.
Yeah, dude, so I was like
go
in the
on.
bathroom going about my day, and I heard like gunshots, and like these are like unmistakable, like bam, 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 bam,
Wow.
bam, and then people screaming, and like a car sped off. And as soon as I stepped out to the front, there was already yellow tape like around the scene, and a white bed sheet like over a lump.
Body.
And you kind of like focus your eyes, and you're like, oh, dude, there's a wrecked bicycle and a dead body, and like red around the bed sheet. I'm like, yeah, you don't mistake that.
Yeah.
And then Spanish TV everywhere.
Telemundo, Univision,
Dígame, ¿cómo?
Azteca TV.
Yeah, like what happened? And I was like, this is a quiet neighborhood. This stuff doesn't happen. Blah blah blah. I was
So
just going about my
They
day.
interviewed you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is a chance to be on TV, dude.
Yeah.
Like, unfortunate what happened. But everyone was like, "Hey, you're on TV! Oh my God, what happened?" I'm like, well, you saw the news." And then that was that. That was like the 15
People
seconds
always
of
ask
fame.
that though when they see on TV.
What happened? Oh my God,
They want to know, because people want to know more. They want to know inside.
But what happened when the cameras turned off?
Yeah, what's the
Or-
real story, Romo?
Yeah, like that's it. Like cut and dry. Like person A, person B, and then situation C.
It came out.
Yeah.
All the neighbors opened their windows.
No one saw nothing.
It was
The
already
witnesses
late.
the witnesses got taken away by police and they got interviewed and whatever happened.
To the interrogation room.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
Offer them donuts and coffee.
Yeah,
Get them talking.
yeah. You're like your super heater is on and then air conditioning is on and then they just get you kind of nervous. It kind of just starts spilling your guts.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was
Police
that.
tactics.
Like I've been
Basic
on,
stuff.
Yeah, just the good cop bad cop routine.
Yeah. Really,
Shit.
huh?
But
I don't think I've ever been on TV though, like that, like in front of. It'd be kind of cool, I guess.
I don't know. It's just
I'd hope somebody would like, what do you call it? Those recording boxes. Just record it. Somebody out there.
recording boxes.
The DVR. Somebody who's out there that knows me. Like, I hope you DVR it so I could capture that. I don't want to have to bug the station for it. Like, hey,
Yeah, dude, I need a clip for my.
I need that
demo
clip. Like, please upload it to my drive or
Yeah, it's gonna
Send me the link.
put it to the cloud.
put it to the cloud. Send me the link.
That stuff out there exists. I mean, it's pretty easy to get out there. I mean, you would probably be just a background schmuck, and no one's gonna recognize you until you put yourself out.
Yeah, most likely.
Like some of the game show TVs will like zoom in on audience members, and again, it's just
For the expressions, right?
Yeah,
But do they do that post production?
live. It's all live.
Oh.
Sandra got on a
okay.
couple of game shows as background, like audience member, and she got zoomed in on
Okay.
because she would like scream through. Like, I guess they just
Like
want
they
your
notice
expression.
who's the active audience members. Who are the active ones?
Yeah, who's actively participating.
Who's participating? Who's engaged?
So then they're gonna.
and then,
Zoom in on those people.
They'll get like the insert. They call this the inserts. So like
Insert. What's an
throughout
insert?
Like throughout the story, they'll cut to an insert to show like impact of expression.
Oh.
So like say they'll ask a question and like the contestant says an answer and the answer deems like a crazy expression from the audience. Then they'll zoom in.
On the inserts.
So exactly, they'll cut into someone screaming, "Yeah, hell yeah, you got this." So Sandra was able to get her face on TV and like, "Oh, dude, you could recognize, super recognizable."
Yeah.
So she got like friends telling her, "I saw you on TV."
That's cool.
You ever heard of the TV show Animal Kingdom?
No.
Another thing where
What is that?
she's sitting down, like it's a prison scene, and the main actress is a jailbird, whatever. Tells Sandra to get up off my chair, and she's like, so people recognize her from that.
Oh, okay.
So there's
That's cool.
There's many different ways.
So
but-
Sandra's in jail too? Is she in the orange jumpsuit?
yeah,
Or
she got
black and
given
white?
like an orange jumpsuit and like tied her hair back, and then that was like the scene. She says like a 12-hour day, but they only show like 2 minutes of the actual what they recorded.
Of that
throughout the day.
scene
Yeah.
in jail.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, it's such a long day. We're telling,
Dude,
read
that's-
over and over.
Seems like a lot goes into making these short cuts and clips.
Dude,
Short
it's-
scenes.
It's a machine, dude. There's like a
This guy
team of
knows
people.
about like production stuff a little bit. Like, I remember we took film class with Davis.
Yeah.
In high school?
You still see this dude around.
I saw that guy at a gas station like 2 years ago. At Shell Gas. He likes Shell. I don't know if
That's
it's his
funny.
preference, but
This
probably
guy's at Shell
convenient.
Gas, and it was like, hey, like, are you Mr. Davis? Like, I knocked in this window, like,
He was on his phone texting or
knock,
something.
knock.
like he's the guy that puts the credit card in. Let's just wait for the sweeper to pass.
Oh yeah, that's a good.
It's loud. It's gonna be like,
It's gonna peak on the level. Is it peaking?
oh yeah, dude.
It's like, it's constant.
So then we got a plan for this then.
Maybe.
So try to do your podcast and then wrap it at 9 a.m.
Tuesday,
Tuesday's a good one.
because
Tuesday, too.
sweeper's on Wednesday.
Yeah, I could do Tuesdays.
Tuesdays.
Like schedule wise, they usually would have me come in like at 10, because
Yeah.
the dude starts brewing at like 6 a.m. and then it doesn't get busy till like 10.
Maybe like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
But it's kind of busy. We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
We'll figure it out
Just
after.
play it by ear.
So, anyways, this guy,
He's inside his car, knocked on his
I
window.
I pumped gas. I'm already ready to go, but I saw this guy pull up. He pulls into like the first, like the nearest to the sidewalk pump, like the one on the edge, and I'm like, oh shit. Like, oh crap! I pulled over, and I'm that's Mr. Davis.
You're like
he had
unmistakable.
he had like the white hair, a lot of grays. Still had grays. You know, of
Yeah.
course they don't go away.
His color never changed.
his color never changes, and he's got the beard. It's like more white now. It's still Davis, and I knock on his window. 2 knocks.
Tap, tap, tap.
Tap tap. Hey, hey, are you Mr. Davis? Like, hey, I was in your high school film class. Like, I'm Alfonso. You know, Al. You know, said my whole name. And he didn't like remember me, but maybe I
Probably-
seem familiar.
Probably like 1,000 students from
Yeah,
that moment.
I mean, when you go
That's what
through high school as a teacher, like, you probably see thousands,
Yeah.
tens of thousands of faces.
And so it was just like, hey, like,
You had an impact on my
like,
life.
yeah, you had an impact. I thought I wanted to do film, but I ended up doing other stuff. But I still appreciate films, and I see them through like more depth,
Yeah, through a
like,
magnifying glass.
through a magnifying glass, like through a microscope sometimes. But you know what?
It's kind of like when you're red pilled in a way.
Like you see a bad scene or shitty acting, and then
Yeah.
it kind of
Takes you out of being immersed into the story.
which is kind of
Yeah,
why
I know
I-
exactly what you're talking about.
I sometimes see like what's that word when they shoot something one day and they shoot it the next day, but things are not where they were.
Continuity?
Continuity, dude. I noticed that too.
Yeah, dude. Oh, man.
Or like times of the day. Like, hey, wait, that shadow's like way different.
yeah, dude.
Like they probably, this was a long day to try to get that
he has
shot.
a cup in his hand, and the next scene he has a cigarette in his hand. Like,
Yeah.
what is it? Like, I don't understand. That's
Continuity.
There's someone that has a job for that. They call it script supervisor, and like they're
Script
on an
supervisors.
iPad and they're just like jotting down notes about everything.
They gotta be observing.
Yeah, it's a
On
tough
the
job.
ball.
And you can't take a break unless you're like
Unless everything stops, right?
exactly like we're changing the scene. We'll be taking 5 minutes to set up. Script supervisor. You need to take a break.
Refills
take a break.
coffee.
Yeah.
What does he do?
Yeah, to take
Bathroom.
a break. Take a 10-1.
A
Or
10
a 10-2.
What is that?
bathroom
What does that
breaks.
mean?
Bathroom break.
That's what you. Oh, 10-2 is a 2?
10-2 or 10-1.
Okay, that's funny.
Like I usually tell
That makes sense.
the first AD, yeah, I would be 10-1. Oh yeah, that's fine. Thank you for telling me. Because people disappeared. They don't know where they're at.
Give him a
Yeah,
heads
dude,
up.
So what was his reaction when you told him?
His reaction was,
I'm kind of surprised somebody recognizes me from
over 10 years ago, but it's like nice to see somebody from like school. He wasn't like, oh my god, I'm sure he gets it. Like he. Okay. Time to put the dog away.
Oh, your dog's gonna start howling. I was looking at the GoPro. I was like, oh shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's cool.
Like my eyes are sleepy eyes because I'm hungover.
A little bit, but that coffee, no?
Yeah. Oh,
Coffee
dude, you
up.
got waters? Got waters?
Let me get some water.
It's an intermission. You just, oh yeah. Just see what's going on over here. Okay, so real quick, intermission. I don't know if you guys could see that, but I will be linking this podcast. I'm gonna try to put it up on Instagram profile, Facebook when it's up. Thank you guys for checking this out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and leave a comment in the comments. Let us know what you think. Click like if you like. Click dislike if you dislike. Hopefully you like. Yeah.
Ice or no ice?
No matter. No ice is fine. Thank you.
Well, if we had beer here, I'd offer you a beer.
I'm gonna drink beer when I get to work.
Oh.
Yeah.
This guy works at a brewery.
I'm gonna drink beer.
You're allowed to drink on the job.
That's so funny. Like it's so
Tasting.
weird saying that. Like I'm still not used to that shit.
This guy's a
I
brewer.
drink beer when I get to work. Yeah,
That's
like
funny.
part of kegging or part of the beer process, you gotta taste it at every step to make sure it's like good. And you don't have any issues.
So you know what it's supposed to taste like.
Exactly, and all the beers have different characters, and if like a character is off, and I notify the head brewer, and then we're like, okay, what are we gonna do? Okay,
Figure
what's
this
the issue?
out.
But what I'm gonna
Could you save a batch? Say you're how many steps out?
Let's start with
How many days does it take from scratch,
from grain to glass?
from grain to glass?
I would
And how many
say-
steps? And is there a move where if there's a mistake made in between, when is it too late, or not too
When
late?
you
could you
have to
actually
scrap
save it? Is there like
You could take corrective action
Ooh.
between.
or no? It's kind of
It depends on the
wash.
mistake, man. If there's like in my experience so far, I have not had to dump any beer.
Mm-hmm.
But there's things that if people were to like forget, then you would have to scrap
You
it.
scrap it. So from bags and containers to glass or whatever. How
We're
you
looking
describe
at
it?
maybe about 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks,
That's a
yeah.
while.
Some recipes could go 10 days, 8 days, but I always tell people 2 weeks because you could overpromise and underdeliver, and that's bad. So you say, have it ready in 2 weeks, and then you have it ready in 10 days. They're like, oh, you actually pushed the deadline a lot sooner.
So you exceed their expectation.
Yeah.
And they're happy.
Some recipes have a higher alcohol content, so then it takes more time to ferment. Other recipes have like little alcohol and decent carbonation, so that all kind of happens in like 10 days. I would say 10 days, 12 days. So yeah, you're many steps.
So 10 to 14 days at least, around there.
Like homebrew scale, like takes a long time because I don't have the equipment to speed things up.
Oh, so it actually takes longer.
Yeah, homebrew side. I'm trying to get equipment to make it faster because, but like the
So
beer
you do
that
more
I made,
often?
yeah, the beer that I made on Friday, it's still not giving me any fermenting activity. So I'm like, there's an issue there. One of the issues that I had done is like I used yeast that sat in the refrigerator.
Helicopter.
Yeah, another noise pollution.
That thing's loud too.
Look, you got other guys up there, tandem. Can you get a shot of that? Get your cell phone. We got a lot of tangents. Tell you, dude, we have a lot of fodder to discuss.
Yeah, dude. So where were we?
Grain to glass,
Grain to glass.
10 days. And then today is the day where we put the beer in the kegs.
So how many days has it been?
Shoots.
10 days, you said?
I want to say 10 days. Like, there's so much stuff happening that I don't even pay attention to one particular thing. We got like tons of notes written down on everything, so I can tell you when I get work. Like, but yeah. So part of kegging the beer is I gotta taste it. You take a carbonation sample. You check carbonation. So you pull it into this vessel. You seal it off, and then you shake it to all the beer, whatever carbon dioxide is in the solution. It like pressurizes the vessel, and then it has a gauge, tells you how much psi is in there, and then there's a temperature probe, and then you just match the temperature.
So you don't use atmospheres, ATMs?
No, PSI.
PSI, huh?
ATM is like too big of a scale, man. Because like
you
one
use too many
ATM,
decimals, huh?
yeah, one ATM is like 13 psi. So you have like fractions of ATMs.
That's true.
I would love to use Tors, man, like Millitor, but
Torres is like the same as millimeters of mercury.
yeah, I mean, you're
It's the same, right? 1-to-1, Tor and mercury. It's the same scale.
Ooh, millimeters of mercury.
It's the same scale.
Yeah, because you're
It
measuring.
literally is the same.
There's a gauge that measures in that.
'Cause- okay,
for
so one
vacuum.
ATM is 760 mercury, right?
760 is also Tor. Yeah.
which is the same.
Perfect. Yeah, there you go. That settles that. So yeah, there's a scale. Like you match up the pressure and temperature, and whatever carbonation level that's ideal is for the recipe is there.
Oh, okay. You go according to the recipe.
And then there's times where like I've skipped a step,
Mhm.
and then we just cross my fingers that it's actually carbonated. And
It's
it,
actually running.
oh yeah, 41
that's
minutes.
cool.
It's been running since like the beginning.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
Even the
That
setup.
was clever. That was really
I
clever.
figured I had it. There's been no point to like have it. And not
Dude, that's
use
a
it.
third angle right there.
Yeah.
That's
So,
cool.
And then so I check the carbonation, and then I open it and I taste it to make sure it's not like contaminated for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
There's times where I've had a false reading, where I would read it and it's like undercarbonated, and I'm like, oh, I'm not doing it right. I check 3 times, low carbonation, and then I taste it, I'm like, it's flat. And then that's where like one of the mistake was like before I kegged it, I'm like, it's flat. You can save it, and then tell head brewer, and then he's like, let's just blast more carbonation into the bright tank, get some carbonation level.
So you actually just put carbon,
carbon dioxide.
dioxide?
Yeah, carbon dioxide.
like just shoot it in, and
Yeah,
let it
let it percolate.
Pressurize?
I guess.
percolate.
Yeah, the bright tank has a gauge on top for head pressure, but you would pump it into the solution,
Okay.
and it's like a big air stone, kind of like a fish tank, and it just bubbles in. And these bright tanks are under like 33 degrees temperature, so it's like right above freezing. And since there's alcohol in solution, it's not gonna freeze
It's not gonna
as like
freeze.
water
That's
does.
key, right? You don't want that thing freezing.
Yeah, but like liquid, obviously you already know Pascal's law. Liquid at like a lower temperature would solute. Is
Solidify.
that a word? It'll take carbonation into solution a lot easier than if it was at ambient temperature, for example.
Oh yeah.
I think it's either Pascal's law or Boyle gas
One
law.
of those laws.
We
Ideal gas law.
never touched that thing in chemistry class, dude.
You didn't?
Like I missed chemistry class for like a couple of days, and they touched on that. I'm like, whatever. It wasn't even on the final. So down.
What was your final? Was your final cumulative,
Ooh, dude.
or was it just the last chapters?
It was cumulative.
Oh,
But
that's interesting. That's
A majority of the question was on the last chapters.
Okay.
Like molarities. Like I'm like, whatever, dude. I know the formula. I'm just gonna trust the formula. And then if the answer is close enough to the multiple choice, I'll just jot that thing down. But the final grade is cumulative, but the final was based on comprehensively from day one. But there wasn't anything on scales or. It was easy. So yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna start drinking when I get to work because I need
That's
to taste the
lucky.
sample.
This guy gets to drink when he's at work. I wish I
There's-
could do that.
There's times, dude, where I show up like at 7 a.m. and I don't even. I'll do this. I'll take one sip
One sip.
and then continue the process.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, you don't have to get drunk. You're just literally tasting it, right?
Yeah, just like when wineries have the spit bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing.
you could. You don't have to
Spit it
swallow
out.
it.
And I've done that. I never thought I would spit it out, but I'm like, there's just a time and a place for it. I'm like, spit it
Sometimes
out.
you just don't desire it, huh?
Or I'll like pour a whole beer out. Like take the sample. The sample holds a pint, and I'll take a sample and then just dump it in the sink after it's done. I'm like, there's no purpose. But it's just kind of getting desensitized. But the flip side
That's
of that
interesting.
coin is like yesterday.
Working at a brewery 101.
Yeah.
You
Flip
get
side,
desensitized.
the flip side of that coin is like yesterday was like the Christmas party of the brewery, and you
Mm-hmm.
can fucking drink for free, fill up your own glass,
That's awesome.
and yeah, man, as you can see, I'm a little hungover still. This
I can't even see that.
truck. I'm so good at being hungover.
I cannot see you're hungover, dude.
So good at
You're
being
acting
hungover.
natural.
Like being in the Navy, like molds you for being hungover every workday.
Yeah, right? You're
It's
not
so
going to be
funny.
hungover.
So you could always like
I think
operate.
This thing is kind of...
Ah, good one.
There.
Yeah. And then we were talking about how we would like put a sheet here.
Okay.
Remember, like a flag, like a black.
Like,
cloth?
look how I look. Oh,
Yeah, it's kind of
overexposed.
overexposed. The GoPro kind of compensates for it though. The
Yeah,
GoPro
well,
does
huh?
a real good job. Like,
Should be alright.
that's crazy. We got 4 angles, so that one, and this one. This one's kind of like the sky angle and like the microphone. Oh yeah, so this one's definitely in the shot, but it's not plugged in. So this is good for like the third person.
That'd be cool, because that person would be in that shot and this shot.
Yeah.
He'd be in 2 cameras. So my friend told me that he will text me when he's out of He said, "I'll hit you when I get out the gym."
Oh, nice.
So I don't know if you'll make it, and if you're still
I
here.
will be like tapering this thing down. I gotta go back home, like change and like get to work. I'll definitely be working a lot.
This is cool.
earlier.
Though. This is cool. This is legit.
So yesterday's Christmas party, I was like, hey man, like I know what's on the list for tomorrow. What's up? Ah, dude, I'm not expecting you here till like in the afternoon. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So anything earlier than the afternoon was like,
Oh yeah.
oh man,
you want to be there before
You're a
afternoon.
hard worker, man.
So it's
Shut
about
up.
10. You want to be there before
Yeah.
45ish.
I got some errands I gotta do that I've been meaning to do, so I'll take care of these things. I gotta mail some stuff out. I gotta make.
So maybe another 15, 20.
Yeah, probably. I mean, yeah, the thing's been going.
right.
It's been going for
I think it's an hour behind, but the minutes are
what? So you're waiting for like the. That's funny, dude. You just never.
Oh, it's just like when did that happen? A month ago or two?
You know what you should do?
We're in
man?
December, and we had the. We're in
Daylight
California.
savings.
We have the daylight savings thing where we get to put the clock.
Spring forward, fall back.
Yeah. That.
Dude, in Hawaii, they don't do that. I lived in Hawaii.
That's consistent. I kind of like that.
Yeah, it's you don't have to think about it. It's so awesome. But here's what I
Life
was.
changing? Not
what-
really, huh? You
I
just don't
have
think about it.
2 clocks. Like I got my phone, obviously, my computer, but I actually have like 2 actual physical plug-in wall, and 2 of them. Why would anyone have 2? And I'm
Yeah.
thinking I'm trying to get a 3rd one.
If you got a wife or girlfriend, different time zones. You don't have to think about what time it is.
I know, dude. But like on my
One
cell
less
phone
calculation.
or on my computer, like I click the time and it gives me 3 time zones: New York, Honolulu, and Guadalajara. Just
Just
there's
'cause-
people in every region that I talk to, and I'm like, just make sure that they're not.
It's
4
kinda
in the
handy.
morning,
Yeah.
And I talk to them. Yeah, I was thinking like that clock's cool. You should have another clock for whatever time zone you have family in, just for
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
shits and giggles. And I on a sticker put like what time zone that is, Zulu time.
So right here it's pretty much 10. And right there we got 9 for some reason.
So you're gonna wait till the
Don't
year
know
comes
why.
back.
Somebody's out there where it's that time.
Daylight savings kicks back in, and you don't have to change it anymore. It's like leaving up Christmas lights.
Yeah, it's like we put up Christmas lights, but sometimes I think we should just leave them.
Yeah, like it's June already.
But then it'd be kind of tacky.
You could make them more low key though. Like in between the rafters, just put like a strip of LEDs, and you can change the colors. So you would have white LEDs, but then when you want to have Christmas, oh now it's gonna
Red
be
and
red
green.
and green. And like
Change the
you
vibe.
could get like Chinese LED strips for like $15 with like
From,
a
like,
little
Wish?
remote. Yeah, and it works so
That's a
well
good
too.
idea.
I gotta do that, but my brother put up Christmas lights now, so I don't gotta do it anymore.
I don't do it anymore.
It's like a good ambiance.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, this is pretty solid. I keep looking at this because we have a timer going from when we started, and that's
How long?
48 minutes.
Okay.
So yeah, we've been bouncing around subjects. So like kind of close up some subjects.
So tell me about the Navy more on being on time. I read this book called well, I didn't read it. I heard it.
It was an audiobook.
They judge the book by the cover.
It was a cool cover too. But this guy said that when you're a SEAL, you have 3 clocks. Like 3 besides your phone and your watch.
Mhm.
You have 3 clocks on your mantle.
You have a wind-up clock.
Ooh, that's a good one.
You have a digital battery-powered one,
Uh
and you have a
One that you plug in
huh.
with the backup 9-volt.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
you can never say that, oh, my clock died. I was late because my clock died. Like you have 3
Yeah, dude.
3 alarms, 3 different clocks, 3 different mechanisms. Like the backup is like the wind-up clock,
Scheduling,
dude.
That's crazy how you can compare being on time with a Navy SEAL and how important it is for them to be on time.
Yeah.
Because if they're late, the enemy is awake, waiting for you to come into the door, and that's it, you're dead. But
Mission
if you're early,
failed.
it's like the Native Americans would drink a ton of water at night, so they wake up to take a piss. Because they
I didn't know
to a
that.
battle. Yeah, it's a thing, man.
That's interesting.
Even before having a clock,
Oh,
because those
that was
guys
a
don't have
thing.
clocks. So
drink a
whenever,
bunch of water.
when I'm drinking before work in the Navy, I would drink a gallon of water because it does 2 things. It makes you wake up early, take a piss, and it sobers you up.
Yeah, the
Sobers you
hungoverness.
up when you're hungover. It takes the softens the blow.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, dude,
Put
I
some
have
electrolytes in your blood.
like in my my alarm clock, I got like 5 alarms in like 10-minute increments. I never miss it. I have a cat. My cat sleeps in my room, and it always wakes up at like 5 a.m. Starts
Really?
scratching, and if we're not awake by 6:30, it'll jump on our bed, and it'll purr right next to you. It'll make sure you're awake. I think the cat thinks that we're dead.
Really?
So
It's trying to figure you out.
you just can't sleep in. And I have that red clock that like just super bright with the 9-volt battery backup. And then on the other side there's another clock. So there's always time. Like it's just a thing. And in my work van I have a wristwatch. As soon as you open the sliding door, the wristwatch is there just pointing at
I
you.
think I've seen that.
And that thing is set at Hawaiian time and I don't change it. It's just always there.
That's cool.
And I just look
Little
at it.
homage to Hawaii.
Yeah,
Kind of like this hat.
Little homage to Easy.
yeah, homage to Hawaii.
That's cool.
Hell yeah, dude, that's a dope ass hat too.
Dude, this hat was.
I bought it when Straight Outta Compton was a movie,
movie.
that was out
A couple years ago.
2-3 years ago.
Before that, you
more.
couldn't wear the hat.
Well, it was just hard to find,
Oh, okay.
and I don't know whose signature that is. If it's like the movie director or Easy, I don't have
Oh.
no idea. It looks like Easy.
Eric Wallace or
Eric White.
Eric White. Wallace. Christopher Wallace was the other dude.
Eric White.
Yeah, you have to go to Compton to get a Compton hat from the gas station.
Yeah, you would.
You would like
Low budget embroidery, like just whatever, anything,
buy a hat
anything with
on the
this
way home.
font, dude.
Like there's a liquor store that sells hats with like Pacoima on it. Like I want to wear that hat, dude. When I get blasted or stabbed,
Pacoima.
or I get pulled over.
Pacoima on the map. They are on the map, huh?
They're fake. Here's the thing: the gentrification is starting to reach our area. Where I've met people that are like living in a nicer area that I would think, and they're like, "Yeah, man, you live in Pacoima. You're so lucky. It's in the middle of everything." Like, never really thought of it that way.
Really?
It's so convenient for you because you're like you could go any direction and it's convenient. Like, yeah, that's one upside. And then they start telling me like they want to live in Pacoima. I'm like,
Who's this?
one of my coworkers from a forklift repair shop. He real nice dude.
Ex-coworker.
Yeah, former coworker, but still a good friend of mine. Gave my number, never called me. Whatever.
Does he text you though?
Nah, I bumped into this guy. He worked for another shop.
What did he say when he bumped into you? I'm gonna call you, and he never called you.
Yeah, man. I told him I live in Pacoima. Come down, drink a beer with me. I make beer. He's like, yeah, man, I'll hit you up. I'm thinking about moving to Pacoima. Oh man, hit me up. I guess he's not in Pacoima yet.
Maybe not.
He hasn't moved there. But yeah, he was like,
Where did he live?
Long Beach.
Oh.
So for him,
Because Long Beach is far.
and he works in the valley. So for him, it's like a thing to like be in the valley. And he's
An
like,
advantage.
oh, I want to move to Pacoima because it's so cultural still. Like,
Dude, that 710 traffic is no joke.
I sat in that traffic, dude. It's
710, just for people that don't know, the 710 traffic connects East LA to, which is like a lot of warehouses and
To South
distribution
Bay.
plants,
South
to
Bay.
the South Bay, which is
San Pedro.
San Pedro, which is like the main bay where stuff comes in from China and overseas, right?
Yeah.
Like
Hell yeah.
that's where they have those big like machines that pick up those boxes and
The shipping containers. Off
shipping
the
containers.
boats.
Like that's Long Beach. So the 710 is the one shot that goes straight south and straight north to East LA
And there's a
Or LA, I guess you could say.
petroleum distillation plant out there too.
Oh yeah, they got refineries over there.
And that place caught fire once. Like
Yeah.
not that long ago.
Yeah,
There's so much
dude.
stuff happening
And then
out
gas
here.
price goes up $1, and they blame it on that, right? Because it's on the 5 o'clock news.
And people don't like put the two together. Like, oh, the government gas price. I'm like, no, man, a fucking fire happened.
But I mean, it's like kind of how would you say? I mean, as a capitalist, you would kind of take advantage of that. Like we don't have to raise it up $1. Maybe we gotta raise it up 30 cents.
Yeah, just
But let's raise it up $1.
they spread it out so thin, and they're making so much money. But I don't see where that money kind of helps us. Like that's, like you said yourself, it's a capitalist place.
Because people still gotta drive.
Yeah. We're at their mercy.
Like we're not going to not go to work because gas went up $1. Or you're
If you have your own car and your drive is 30 miles away, which LA commute that's like an hour,
yeah.
you're not gonna
Dude,
just
take the
we're
bus as a second option because gas went up $1.
Hell no. Like,
you're just gonna put it on the credit card.
Yeah,
Or
re-
just
re-
swipe.
relatively speaking-
swipe your ATM card.
gas is still cheaper than anywhere else in the world. I mean,
Kind
if
of
you
is.
compare like gas in Europe.
Even South, dude, even Mexico.
This,
I mean,
it's
they sell
more
it by the
expensive.
liter, but it's more expensive.
Yeah. And it's
And it's
not that
pink.
good.
And this pink gas over there, pink,
I don't understand
hot
why
pink.
it's pink, man.
It's a different formula. Right?
Thinking from like a chemist's perspective, like what kind of pink stuff is in petroleum? It's not. It's black.
I
Crude
don't know,
oil.
bro. Because right here it's kind of yellowish,
Yeah.
right? Amberish. And when you go to Mexico, it's pink. Pemex.
We're gonna find out though. We're taking chemistry, so we're gonna figure it out. How did chemistry 101 go, by the way?
It was actually very hard. But
Your peers, were they like all pretty seasoned? Like they were more, I would say, more mature towards the subject. They didn't like distract the professor. I had some people distract professors in the lecture, and dude was not having it.
I would say a lot of people in their like
They went there just to fuck around.
1920, 21. Some like in their mid 20s.
Serious about study,
There was a guy that was like 65, dude, in the
chemistry.
beginning.
and he didn't finish the
No,
class.
everybody was serious, but sometimes
I don't know if this is useful or not, or people were just interested on the subject.
Mhm.
They would kind of ask questions that were beyond the scope
Ooh, that's interesting.
of the what was going to be on the test or what we had to remember. So the teacher would kind of be like, doctor, actually, he was pretty badass.
Yeah, same here.
Dude, the guy was is the chair of the, not only the chemistry department, but of the STEM program.
Oh, nice. Very
So
nice.
he's like the top dog.
The big dog. Yeah.
And he would express like his appreciation for people asking.
Beyond.
He'd be like, yeah, like, hey, you guys are really interested in the subject. Like, I like this class. Like, but I'll just touch on this. But if you guys want to know more about it, it's
Office hours.
like office hours or,
No
or
one
see
ever
me
goes
after
to them.
class.
interesting thing about that is
I never
this
went
guy's
on
so
summers.
busy that I talk to other dudes from my class, and there's other dudes that are like
More serious, you could say, about school. Like, I'm serious about it, but these guys are going to med school. Like, these guys want to be doctors.
Yeah.
There was like
Wow.
I'd say like 3 or 4 people that are going for doctors.
It's tough.
But they're young.
Wow.
Anyway, so one of these dudes told me that the professor never wrote back
Emails.
on his emails. He never replied to his emails, and he never wrote. Maybe 2 or 3 emails he wrote. But then again, too, he never went to his office to see him.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if it's like a
Disconnect between who's this guy
coming up on my email.
email versus the guy that I actually kind of remember familiarity.
Yeah.
Like in person.
Like his face.
I think he was one of those dudes that was really quiet
And maybe he wasn't recognizable,
through
I
email.
never got email.
and he just never got replies. Because he asked him for letter of recommendation, and
Nuh-uh.
he
Not
never
through
got a
email.
reply.
Yeah, oh, okay. That's a good advice, actually.
Yeah,
Talk about that.
that's
Yeah.
not. That's like a high demand, but it's a low.
That's a
kind of-
cop out. That's like asking a date through email. Like, no, you need to be there and show your worth. But
You need to sell yourself, right? Convince the guy.
I've got letters
Put
of
some-
recommendations, but only in person. I only ask in person. I never ask an email. But that's
Okay.
actually pretty cool. Don't
So,
ask an email.
so through email, you can't ask for a lot.
basically. Huh?
I used email twice in the semester to tell 2 professors that I was not going to be in the class. That's it, like courtesy. Not asking for forgiveness. Don't tell me how to make up this test. Like, I'm just giving you a heads up that I'm not going to be there.
Just like a DM.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I'm
Like,
not
hey,
expecting
heads
you to
up.
respond.
I'm gonna be missing from lecture.
And then I show up to lecture because I had time to show up, and it's like a double take, like taking roll, like staring at my chair. I'm like, oh, I'm here. What's up?
Dude, I had that. I had that happen to me in
It's weird,
summer.
huh?
Summer intro chem.
Summer of intro chem, I thought I was gonna die.
What the fuck?
Like, not literally, but my grade.
Figuratively. Okay.
I thought I was gonna get an F,
Ooh.
and it was the final.
Shoot.
And I had already wrote the professor an email about how this was a really hard class, but it was a good class. Like, it was still worth my time.
Mhm.
So I don't, So it was good. It was nice knowing you. I'll see you around.
Oh, the farewell email.
A farewell.
So instead of
Email.
navigating to the window of actual dropping the class, you just navigated to the email window.
it was like a.
Like, I feel like a loser.
Loser, and maybe you'll feel bad for me, and I feel bad for myself kind of email.
It's interesting. Yeah.
But then I showed up. But then, like, I had somebody else tell me, just go.
Yeah.
Just go take the final. I know you're, and it was already like half hour, 40 minutes late to the final. And I was like,
Wow.
something came upon me where I'm like, you know what? Why am I like copying out? Like, why am I bitching out? Like, just go
Finals are
take
tough,
it.
man.
So I went to go take it, and I actually got a passing grade.
Yeah. Finals are tough, dude.
And I talked to the professor, and he told me, well, I read your email, and I'm sitting there watching everyone else like the final, but then I saw you come in, so I was confused. So it was kind of like I exceeded the expectation,
yeah.
and I actually earned a passing grade.
Dude, that's crazy. Don't ever doubt yourself then. That's like the big thing. Like,
It was just, when you're going through so much and you're stressed and going through personal and
then,
financial
more
struggles,
stress.
and then you're like, man, do I even have to take this class? Like, I could just go to work.
I could,
Like,
I could
that
have
that short temporary.
I could have a career
win.
without a college degree, and I'll be all right.
Yeah,
And then you're
like, I
like-
could be bringing in like consistent checks every week.
But then you tell people you pass chemistry, and then they like, what the hell? What? You actually understand chemistry? Like, yeah, I'm really good at
Yeah.
it.
By the way, everyone hates chemistry that's not in college or going for a chem major. Like,
And they all have the same complaints, like, I can't make ends meet. Why are you eating at that
chemistry's
restaurant?
tough.
You have such an expensive taste. I'm like, because why not? I fucking could afford it.
Do you have an expensive taste?
There's
I feel
burgers,
like I don't.
burger trucks that are
Which ones?
vegan. Drop this one, Evolution. There's something
Evolution,
expensive.
where are they at?
They're lunch truck. They always
Okay.
post up in front of the brewery.
Really?
Um,
A18.
Yeah, their food is not.
Shout out to the A18 Brewers
Yeah, thank you.
in the Valley, LA.
A18 is a
A18
As
as in the
geo-
San Fernando Valley,
as a geoscope.
geographically.
hell yeah. And I'm trying to see if we can get more people on here that are brewers in the valley.
That'd be cool.
Area. Yeah, there's a very niche group, just like forklift mechanics. We all like stick together and
I
It's
feel
like
like
a
that's
bond.
more though. Forklift mechanics is more.
yeah, because
Like brewers are actually more exclusive.
you can't just be like, yeah, I worked at a Jiffy Lube. What's up? I could be a mechanic. Okay.
Yeah, you can't go to a Sears and buy a kit. Like you could buy tools, like a 120 piece kit for
And you could be a forklift
$89.99
mechanic.
on Black Friday, and you could kind of like get a job, an intro job.
Yeah, dude, it's a really.
But for
weird
brewing,
way. It's pretty exclusive.
kind of gotta know a little chemistry and organic stuff.
Water chemistry is really
Taste.
important.
Aqueous, remember? AQ.
Yeah, parentheses AQ
Parentheses AQ, right?
or parentheses L. Like, what are we talking
Liquid.
about? Liquid, or are we talking about water or solution? Fucking A, man.
Chemistry.
Fucking, we should have
Chemistry
a chemistry
digs.
podcast. Chemistry jokes.
I think this will be the extent of it though, because
Yeah.
then I would look like a fool.
Because then it'd be like towards another direction, towards like
All these
kind
tangents.
of talk about valence electrons and the molarities of
Completing the octet.
or buffer solutions.
Lewis structures.
I
don't know
do.
if, I don't know if you're there yet. Are you there
Yeah,
yet?
that was so easy that I didn't study it, and then it never even showed up on the final. I'm like, oh, cool. I didn't need to waste my time on that crap.
Okay. Okay.
Does that come up in 101?
Yes, it does.
Oof. I'll read
It does. It comes up in, I guess your equivalent was 65 intro, and then 101's 101, which is
Mhm.
your next one.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you'll get to use them more.
Okay, it doesn't seem too bad. I saw some of your lectures on your Instagram. I was like, oh, dude, that's awesome that he's doing this. He gives me a heads up when I'm up
Oh, dude, I
against.
have more.
Perfect.
I have more, and I have lab stuff. So I'll give you some. I'll give you the album, whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Send me a link to the
To the-
Dropbox.
to the drive,
Yeah,
drive
dude.
folder.
But yeah, like when I went to go to 818 for the first time, instead of like dressing up all nice, bringing a paper,
Suit,
printing out
tie.
resume, I showed up like this, and I brought
Casual.
a beer that I made at home.
T-shirt,
Yeah, a liquid resume.
T-shirt, and
T-shirt, jeans, and
some tennis shoes, Chuck Taylors.
yeah. I smelled nice. That's like as far as I went.
Dude, by you being, you don't have to have your hair all fancy, but IMO,
Mhm.
if you smell pleasant or just not unpleasant, like you're already, like okay,
You
this
clean yourself
guy,
up.
like this guy takes care of business. Like
Yeah, you
okay,
clean
he's
yourself up. That's like one of Sandra's first impressions of me. Like, doesn't matter how much money I have,
Yeah.
what I drive.
take care of what you got.
She's
At
like,
least you maintain.
You smelled good, and that's what I liked about you. I'm like,
Yeah, dude. Dude, not to toot my horn on that, but
wash yourself, man.
Wash your coats too, because they get that stench.
Smoking
from-
jacket.
yeah, the smoking jackets.
So have
From
a
you going to the
designated
campfire.
smoking sweater.
Yeah, have a designated smoking sweater, like a beater one.
But anyways, when
Cleanliness goes
my,
back.
my friends, my girlfriends,
Yeah.
Girlfriends, as in girls I used to hang out with.
One
in particular, but I'm not gonna mention who.
Acquaintances.
Well, they're all friends now, but anyways, just to cut to the chase, she told me like,
actually several people told me like, hey, you smelled good. I always had colognes, bro. Like, not even
Yeah.
the latest cologne, but just a good cologne.
And then also knowing how to apply it too. That's like a big thing.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
people douse themselves with it and they just walk by
Yeah.
you. Sometimes people don't like.
so smelling
That
good.
much.
That's like a big plus. Like, if you got like a funk,
So now
It's
we're
not
talking
good.
about chemistry and now we're talking about personal hygiene in this podcast. That's legit. But here's the thing though, like kind of circle back to the end is like being on a submarine. That's like super important.
Oh, of course.
And because you share racks on a fast attack boat, you share two bunks to 3 people, and you're always rotating them out.
So you switch out.
So
you don't use
yeah.
the same bed.
If you have a good reputation of being cleanliness or being clean, you do your laundry, you shower every time you have to shower. They pair you up with people that are like-minded, so you're always kind of like helping each other out. If someone hates you, like someone
If
that
you get
likes the
complaints,
bill, there's complaints of people that are like not clean, and they always keep those dirty people with other dirty people, and they kind of like work themselves out. But if like say you have a bad
so they
reputation-
get a
taste of their own medicine. Like, hey, this is what other
Yeah.
dudes say.
And if you have a bad reputation, like say you like for some reason offend the guy that takes care of who gets to sleep where, they'll pair you up with someone that's dirty and knowing that you hate it, and then you just gotta either deal with it or make them clean. And there's people that like
how do you work that out?
They got in arguments or they get the medic involved.
Medic? What does a medic do for that?
The medical department representative, he's a corpsman. He's an FMF, so he served with the Marines before he gets to the submarine. He's an independent duty corpsman. So someone smells like feet. I remember
He washes feet.
the door opened, just stank like cheese in the passageway.
Even
and-
with boots on?
No, the dude was asleep. He's asleep with socks on, whatever.
Oh, but it goes through the socks.
Yeah,
it goes through the socks.
I don't know. The smell just overpowered everybody. Everyone smelled it.
everything and everybody.
And then so we got the corpsman. We're like, hey man, rack this dude out. Make him wash his blankets, his sheets. Make him do laundry. Make him take a shower. And like yeah, that guy had a bad day, but after that happened, he had always became clean after that.
Really?
So it's
you
like-
got the feedback and took action.
So like I'm used to being around people that are clean, washing their hands. So whenever I see someone out in public walk out the bathroom without washing their hands, that
Like,
I
quick.
just want to like grab them by the neck, like by the hair, and just put them into the sink and make them wash their hands.
Yeah.
But like I can't do that.
Intense.
As a
Intensity, dude.
As a civilian, I need to be calm. I need
It's
to be at
like
peace.
that guy's making
Crappy choice.
When I went to Six Flags, I didn't touch the handles for the rides. My hands were on my lap.
or your the inside of your shirt, right?
No, not
Nice
even
moves.
that. If you saw the video, I put a video up. Like I'm riding, but my hands are on my lap. I'm not touching.
Oh,
the
you're not
nastiness.
touching the handles. Yeah.
Sandra is, but she has sanitizer every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But yeah. So this podcast is going to be on chemistry, beer. Did your things turn off? Yeah, that's it.
It turned off.
It ran up.
Yeah, just the screen went dead.
Oh, it got overheated.
Oh, cause the sun. Here, you can switch to this one.
Okay.
There's just here, grab that one, and then I'll grab this guy.
One says it's got one clip, right?
Yeah. Yeah, cause you formatted it, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, you can use this one. We'll
Okay,
just
this
wrap it up.
Let's put it here.
Oh yeah, so one of the questions was, where can we listen to the podcast? Sweet one.
You could listen to this podcast on YouTube.
Perfect. And it would be on your channel.
On my channel. You know what? You could upload it on yours too.
Okay, like a dual upload.
Like a dual upload.
That works. Yeah, that works.
It's fine.
Dude, people keep subscribing, and I dig it. I got 400 subscribers now, and then this year started with 300, and then last year 200. So the last video that I did was of the pickup truck, the heater cord change, and that thing's got like 20,000 views.
Wow.
So I'm learning the formula of what it takes to get exposure. So I think this
What is the formula?
just having a good edit, production quality. Just like we were talking
Production
about earlier.
quality.
Unfortunately, talking about that before we started
It's
the
alright.
podcast.
It's alright.
But having good production quality, and I hear it over and over. If you have good sound, if you just have a conversation,
Okay, yeah.
natural thing.
Something interesting.
So yeah, this will be the
Pastime.
next thing. This is gonna be on YouTube, and I'll throw the link.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about media handling. in a bit.
Whatever you guys want to,
I mean, maybe in the comments,
like,
Yeah.
put some comments down, like whatever you guys want to hear about. I don't know,
I
some
think-
background stories.
Yeah, exactly.
or maybe what's up for the next year.
What else should we talk about? Should we focus on personal hygiene on the podcast?
What's trending?
Beer brewing.
How YouTube kind of screwed up with their rewind.
Oh yeah.
Have you heard about that? Have you seen it?
I've avoided. I don't want to watch
Dude,
it.
it's so crappy.
It's so cringeworthy, man. Like,
Look. I'll put it to you like this. Viewers will understand because I'm sure they've seen it.
Yeah.
So a couple years ago, the YouTube Rewind was actual replay of what was hot. Like
yeah. It was
actual
good. Like a trailer or a sizzle reel.
a sizzle reel of like the actual viral stuff that was cool and funny. This year, it's like they got everybody that was viral.
An influencer.
An influencer.
Or an influencer, right? Because they had like a cool channel with a lot of millions of viewers. And they pretty much put them through like
Here's a choreography, here's a script.
yeah, like maybe 16 hours of like acting school.
Yeah, like Dance Monkey. Dance.
And then they're like, okay, now we wrote this long script. Will Smith is like the opening guy, like standing behind that ledge with the big green view in the back. He's on the bridge or whatever.
It makes you think it's gonna be like the first rewind. You're like, oh hell yeah, and then it just goes.
Which rewind?
The first one where you say they do a replay of all the guys that came up in that year.
Oh yeah. It's like kind of like Will Smith, that meme where he's like something rewind, right?
Yeah.
But it's like him saying a line that I didn't care about.
Yeah, same.
And then it's like all these YouTuber
Flash cut
people.
to a Fortnite.
Yeah, dude. Flash cut to
Fortnite school bus and they're
Fortnite
like,
school bus. How'd you know?
I watched the PewDiePie did a review on it.
Okay.
That's the most that I got out of it.
That's as close as you got to the fire.
Yeah, I was like, that made me not want to watch it. I just went to the
Yeah,
video to click
dude.
dislike on
PewDiePie
it.
was not in it. And who else was not in it? Like, just other people that were actual influencers too, like, they weren't in it.
There was someone on there who hasn't uploaded a video in 9 months. Like,
No
some
way.
ghost. And then,
Some ghost.
Ninja doesn't even have YouTube. He's a Twitch streamer.
He's a Twitch streamer.
But why is he on YouTube Rewind? No one knows.
Yet PewDiePie is like the biggest dude on YouTube,
But he's not on YouTube.
That's so bad.
So I haven't watched the rewind in like in 3 years. Like I'm you know,
You have no.
I'm coming forward
desire.
with this now.
Yeah.
Like, but it was, I saw the dislikes, and the dislikes were like
It's like 2 million.
like 12K dislikes, like 6K likes.
2 days ago, 3 days ago. So I'm gonna pull it up right now, just to show on the camera. What is it now?
I haven't checked it. I'm just
Okay.
checking my phone. About
I know you're not checking the phone, but look.
This like 13 million dislikes and 2 million likes.
So look at the
140
ratio
million
now.
views.
It's got 13 million dislikes and 2.3 likes. So that's like a 1 out of 4 dislike
They
this
still
shit.
don't- Yeah. So they're so disconnected, man, to their audience. Like YouTube, whoever was hired to be that. So whoever's the writer, whoever's the director, their reputation is now on blast.
Yeah, and dude, they
Are they-
literally skipped all the actual relevant stuff that happened this year. 128 likes on that comment.
So that's another thing about YouTube is like if you're gonna give content to people to view, it needs to be relevant.
Relevant, right?
That's just the
Not
bottom
what
line,
they
man.
want to be relevant.
Like
Terrible as usual. Smiley face. 198K likes. Comment by Jeffy Gaming. The other one. We did it, boys. The most disliked video in the history of YouTube.
Nice.
By YouTube. 158K likes. Can YouTube Rewind get demonetized? These are fire comments.
Dude, it's so
You know the comments are better than the actual video.
Oh yeah, especially in this case, dude.
Can YouTube? Okay, we saw that. Okay, this one.
We did
No
it,
Tuna
boys.
Con, Tanacon, no Vlog Squad, no PewDiePie, no surgery on Grape. That's true. Where's the surgery on the grape? That was like late.
That was so good too.
No,
They did
like-
surgery on a grape.
No Nikki versus Cardi. No Stormy Webster Jenner. No Shane Dawson. No Thanos. No Thanos snap. No homage to X, Stan Lee, Aretha Franklin, Mac Miller, Stephen Hillenberg, Kim Porter. That's true.
Yeah, dude.
Some notable mentions there.
Yeah.
Wait. Who are these people? 99k likes. Yeah, exactly. Who are these
Who are these
people? Yeah, dude. There's a bit rewind in for. Okay, well, yeah, you get the gist of it.
Yeah. But yeah, so that whatever they did, don't do that, and then you'll be good on YouTube. You'll be alright.
Be solid, right?
Yeah. Just give people what they desire.
Yeah, people didn't care about this.
I didn't care about it.
Well, so like I was saying, it's been 2 or 3 years since I've seen this YouTube rewind stuff, and when I saw it, it was actual like cut clips of like.
It was good
the
stuff,
It was
yeah.
good stuff. Like, oh
Entertainment.
shit, like, oh, I remember that video. Like I shared it. Like blah blah blah. But now it's like all scripted, like super overproduced.
Yeah. They had like a super big budget, and like they just
Super big budget.
some guy lied on his resume, got the job,
Yeah.
and pooped that out.
Yeah. That's a video right there. Like the unsuccess of the YouTube rewind.
We could probably like break it down and describe like why it failed and why this one was successful. That's another topic for.
I would have you watch it, but it'd be a waste of time. Literally,
Yeah.
like you could skim through it like when you're on your own time.
I would rather have
Maybe
you
10 to time.
sleep instead, and that'll be a better use of your time. Take a nap.
There's like actual no use for it, bro. Like it was dumb and a lot of dancing. The Fortnite dancing, like
that's so cringe. I mean, it's cool on the video game, but
yeah, but
when you
they
do it
had
in real
they
life,
had like half of these MFers doing it, like
I remember first doing it, and they're not even
through
that
the
good at-
whole video. Like every third cut scene is like some dude doing the dance, like some kind of dance.
That's
from
not
Fortnite.
relevant to this year though either. Like maybe one guy would be relevant, but the original guy,
And then Ninja was the bus driver.
the guy that should have been there is the kid who there was like a contest and he did it and people voted him in and he became an emote. That's the word, emote.
Emote, right?
He would have been a good
It's the
guy
dance.
to be a video for that if they didn't get their heads in their
If
butt.
he was production quality.
Yeah. Well,
Is this?
we'll make our own YouTube rewind.
Oh, it's actually going so.
1 hour and 1.
Oh hell yeah.
I've never seen this thing say an hour.
Yeah, me neither. One
Like-
each.
What? One age? Okay.
And it's cool. I don't need
It's
a
really
base
cool.
after all. I could use the actual lid and the USB cord to hold
That's
it up.
badass.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, let's wrap this up. It's been
So
an
let's
hour.
wrap this up.
It's been an hour. It's been a good session. Damn, we went half hour over when we said it was gonna be over.
Yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment.
We'll
And
try out
link-
here.
Link in the description.
Peace, you guys. This guy. What's your YouTube handle?
Alex Romo.
Just Alex Romo.
Yeah, this is
Ultra
just search it.
Al.
Yeah.
Search it. Will come up. Right. Bye.
Later.